Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Sports Authority of India for inviting me to this meeting. And first and foremost, my apologies for being late. I guess there were some connectivity issues going on here. I owe an apology to every one of you. And it's a great, wonderful platform to have to see every one of you here. So I hope this will be exciting.
Thank you, Sri. I now open the floor to the media. Just a request to just keep the question brief and one question per person, because we have very limited time today. Thank you. And just raise your hand so I know that whom to ask the next question. Anirudh, please go ahead.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Sreeshankar.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. So, Sreeshankar, just wanted to ask what happened with the visa situation and the Diamond League that you had been planning to go for some time, and do you have any plan B kind of, because you were thinking of it as preparation to Worlds and Commonwealth, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly. We were supposed to leave on 22nd, sir, but since the visa interview, the US B1, B2 visas for all the other people will only be open on 2024. That's what I came to know. But due to the intervention of Ministry of External Affairs, SAI, and of Federation World Athletics, the visa procedures, I mean the visa slots were open for the athletes who are going for World Championship for 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30th. So all these 5 days, all the athletes and officials who will be representing India at the World Athletics Championship were given special slots so that we could get our visas. And it was like a tough situation, sir. We can't complain of anything, because World Championship is the most high priority even than the Diamond League. Of course, if I got the chance to compete in Diamond League, it would have been really great, because Tentoglu, Montler, Ashoka would be definitely jumping there. So it would be a kind of pre-World Championship kind of routine. And I was eagerly looking forward for that competition also. But we couldn't complain. It's a situation. Maybe it's for a good reason. I can get like more time to prepare myself for World Championship. And in fact, the only plan B was to drop the competition and directly prepare for World Championship. Earlier, after the interstate, we also planned that, okay, we had a question in mind, should we directly focus on World Championship? But we felt that competing in a high quality event like Diamond League would certainly be a great opportunity before the Worlds. But since it's not happening, I don't have any complaints though. It's part of the process, to be honest. And World Championship is always the first priority. So we have started our main preparation. I mean, peaking up towards the World Championship. Our federation would be sending our athletes to Chula Vista for the preparation towards the World Championship, most probably by next week. So we are looking forward for the World Championship first.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Rupesh, please go ahead.
Hello, Sreeshankar, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Okay. I'm Ruji from Asian News.
Hello, sir.
Okay. ഒരു കാര്യം, അതായത് ഈ വർഷം ടാർഗറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ദൂരം എത്രയാണ്? അതുപോലെ ലോക ചാമ്പ്യൻഷിപ്പിലെ പ്രതീക്ഷ എന്തായാലും ഈ വർഷം ഗ്രീസിലൊക്കെ 8.31 ഒക്കെ ചാടി. ഇപ്പോ ഒളിമ്പിക് ചാമ്പ്യൻ ഒക്കെ ഈ സീസണിൽ ആ ദൂരമാണ് കണ്ടെത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെ ഈ വർഷം ടാർഗറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു ദൂരം എത്രയാണ്? അതുപോലെ ലോക ചാമ്പ്യൻഷിപ്പിൽ പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്ന, കോമൺവെൽത്ത് ഗെയിംസിലും ലോക ചാമ്പ്യൻഷിപ്പിലും പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്ന ഒരു പ്രകടനം എങ്ങനെയാണ്?
So just a request to keep the question in English so others can benefit from it as well. Just a request there. Thank you.
My question is,
I'll reply.
It's okay.
I'll reply it in.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Shri, you can reply in English. That's fine. It's just that if the question does not get repeated that way. That's
We
the only
don't have much time, please.
Okay.
എനിക്കതൊരു മലയാളത്തിൽ കിട്ടിയത് നന്നായിരുന്നു, കാരണം ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് കുറച്ചും കൂടി കംഫർട്ട് ഇതിൽ കൊടുക്കാൻ മലയാളത്തിൽ കൊടുക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി.
Sure, sir. I'll tell in both, sir.
Okay.
The distance the ideal distance I would be looking forward for the season would be definitely to better my personal best. That's the first priority, and bettering the personal best at the biggest stage, I mean the World Championship, would be certainly good. And I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to do my best. And even the Olympic champion, we have a jumper from Switzerland. He has jumped 8:45 this season. He's a decathlete, and Tentaglo and I have we have tied at 8:36. We are season number 2, and followed by an athlete from Uruguay. So the competition would be pretty high. And this year, the chances of my medal, I feel really optimistic. I'm really optimistic for a medal chance there. And if I get the rhythm, everything perfectly, which I'm really working on now, and which is really coming up, I'm sure that I'll certainly get the big distance. മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയട്ടെ, ഈ വർഷം നല്ല പ്രതീക്ഷയുണ്ട്. എന്റെ പേഴ്സണൽ ബെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാന്നുള്ളതാണ് എന്റെ ഒരു ടാർഗറ്റ്. തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും എനിക്കൊരു റിതം പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവിടെ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുന്നു. യുജിയിലെ ട്രാക്ക് നല്ലൊരു സർഫസ് ആണ്, നല്ല ട്രാക്ക് ആണ്. ക്ലൈമറ്റും ഞാൻ യൂസ്ഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ക്ലൈമറ്റ് ആണ്. ഒരുവിധം ചൂടാണ്, 35-36 ° ആയിരിക്കും. അപ്പൊ അവിടെ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും എന്റെ പേഴ്സണൽ ബെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമെന്ന് വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. 8:30+ ഷുവർ ആയിട്ട് ഒരു മെഡൽ.
Thank you, Sri. Hari, please go ahead.
Hi, Sri. Good afternoon.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Hi. Yeah. Leaving aside the training on the track, how are you focusing on your mental well-being? Are you working with any sports psychologists or anything? And how do you there are a little setbacks like not going to the Diamond League and everything. How do you make sure that it does not affect you in your preparations for your worlds and the economy?
Actually, not participating in Diamond League, it's a miss, but I'm not taking it into heart, considering the fact that there are many Diamond League meetings coming up for me. Obviously, I'll be trying forward for Monaco as well after Commonwealth Games. My agency is trying for that, so we are really hopeful that we get it. And World Championship is always the main priority, and World Championship and Commonwealth Games, they are like 15 days apart. So in one reason, having not to compete in Diamond League would be a good sign, so that I can get more recovery and I'll be more fresh towards World Championship. And considering and talking about the mental aspect, I had support from a psychologist from Sports Authority of India. She has been helping me out from the Olympic season. And also, most importantly, I have like very bad experiences from last Tokyo Olympics, like in terms of the distance and in terms of my performance. And all those bad times and all the setbacks I had last season has really made me mentally tough. And it's always said that tough times make tough people. So it has made me quite tough. So when I'm like last year, when I'm trailing back in any few jumps, I really used to feel perplexed or anxious. But this time I used to take it everything cool and calm, because I'm well aware of my capabilities and abilities.
Shri, one question has come from Shivani from Indian Express, which is very similar to what you answered right now. What were your learnings from the big events like Tokyo Olympics in terms of delivering the best performance on that day, on the big day?
Actually, Olympics and World Championships are certainly big events, but it's never that we are not capable of doing a best performance there. It's always that it's just the pressure we have to adjust with it. We have to accept the fact that it's Olympic Games and World Championship, but Tokyo experience was really invaluable for me, as well as and also I've competed in 2019 Doha, where I had similar kind of result due to injury issues and change of training programs. But those two experiences have really helped me out. In Belgrade, in the World Indoor Championship, which was held in March in Belgrade, I had a pretty decent result. I finished 7th there, and I'm pretty sure that step by step I'm coming up with all the experience I'm getting. Now the field is more familiar to me, because I've been jumping with them a lot. I've been interacting with them a lot, so I've been used to the kind of field which I'll be jumping at Eugene. So it's all these experience will only contribute towards performing at a bigger level. Because even Neeraj Bhaiya, he has been competing with the same tough field since 2017. So he's very used to all the athletes. So it's for him, it's like any other Diamond League, the Olympic finals or the World Championship finals is like any other Diamond League event or any events in Europe. So he never feels the pressure. That's what he told me at Tokyo. He never feels that pressure, because it's like any other field in the circuit competitions. So I need to get used to that kind of feel. And slowly with all the experience I've gained, I'll be able to put up a good show. I'm pretty sure that this time at Eugene, I'll be able to do that.
Anuradha, may I ask a question, please?
Sure, sir.
Thank you. Sreeshankar, I want to know the impact of Neera Chopra's gold medal on your own mental approach to competition. You just spoke about him giving you advice not to feel pressure. I just want to know the kind of impact he has had, not only on you, but on Indian athletics.
Actually, Neeraj Bhaiya's gold medal performance has a huge impact. I would say a huge impact on Indian athletes, honestly, because earlier, when it comes to jump 17 meters in triple jump and 8 meters in long jump, where used to be a kind of magical barriers for Indian athletes. But now we have like a lot of athletes jumping 8 meters, and we have like 3-4 athletes jumping over 17 meters recently. So Neeraj Bhaiya's performance at the Tokyo Olympics have made us believe that we too are also capable of doing big performances at global competitions. And now when we check our rankings in the world or season phase, we can find our names at the top. So the influence he had after winning the Olympic medal has made us all believe that we too are capable, and if we work towards the right direction, we too are capable of winning the medals. And after the Tokyo Olympics, we shared the same room at Tokyo Olympics with Ishant sir, Dr. Klaus, and after my performance, it was them who really motivated and supported me a lot, because Neeraj Bhaiya told me that you have time, and it's all about time. And next year in World Championship, you can put up a great performance, and Paris is always ahead of you. So you should keep working hard and not worry about the past performance. Like the one word he told me that, "Bhai, I believe in you." So after a bad performance, when someone great like Neeraj Bhaiya tells that, and it was like I really gained back all the confidence I lost. Like after the Olympic performance, my confidence was literally zero. I would say like it was literally zero. But like after speaking to Neeraj Bhai, after speaking to Sreeja Shetty, like both of them had a big impact post the horrible experiences I had in Tokyo. So that one thing which kept me going through all the season after the Tokyo and during my preparation towards the 2022 season.
Thank you so much, Sreeshankar.
We have time for one more question if anyone has. Anyone?
Shantanu has got a question in chat. May I ask that question, Anuradha?
Sure, sir.
Shantanu from Hindustan Times. Sreeshankar, his question is, we have seen that Indian jumpers struggle to hit 8 meters mark overseas. You did it in Greece, though. What are the challenges of competing overseas, and why is it tough to get such a big jump abroad?
Personally, what I feel is the first thing is that we should get adjusted to the climatic conditions. We should get adjusted to the kind of food there. The cuisines are different, very, very different from what we have. When we compete in India, we have our own food, we are used to pretty much used to the weather conditions here. But when it goes out, when we go abroad, especially countries like Europe, it's a bit different. The cuisines are like completely different, and the climate will also be different. So adjusting to that can pose a kind of challenge to us. But now since with the like now Sai has improvising a lot in the national camps, we have been getting familiar to kind of European diets. In the breakfast, we can now easily avail the continental kind of diets. When we talk to the chef or the national camp, he is very well willing to help us with the kind of diets and cuisines which we can follow at the European countries. So in that way, Sai is helping us a lot, and performing at the European level. I mean, the competitions in Europe can pose a challenge. We can't suddenly go out and do a big jump. It comes with experience, and I'm really thankful to Sports Authority of India for sending me to Greece. I could get like 2 high quality competition. I competed with world indoor silver medalist Tobias Montler, and I'm pretty happy that I was able to get an edge over him in my event. And when we do a big jump in European circuit event, that opens the door for many other big events like the Diamond League events or the World Athletics Continental to gold events. So that's how, as an athlete, we can grow towards a higher level. So once we start competing and jumping far in higher level competitions in Europe, or most importantly outside our country. People or the meet directors start recognizing us more, and they start inviting us for more and more competition. So that ultimately helps us in performing towards the big events. Now, recently in the Kazakhstan event, the Kostanov Memorial event, Anisetan jumped 8:04, and now it's like pretty much we Indian athletes are getting consistently good results, not only in India but also outside. So it's a good sign for the Indian jumps altogether.
Thank you, Sreeshankar. There's one more question from Puneet Tripathi, who works for Lallan Top. He's asking, how
Yes,
much
sir.
has your training changed in terms of intensity and technique since Tokyo 2021?
Honestly, after Tokyo Olympics, I had my body completely evaluated, and because of the COVID and the successive vaccination I had, all the parameters were literally down to the base levels, and it was very tough to build from that level. I know it was a steady and long process. Initially, I had my rehabilitation phase at Inspire Institute of Sport. I spent there for like 1 month, and then I came back to my hometown with my father beside me. We formulated the rehab, like the training program. The progress was very steady, step by step, because the first part was not having the technique or the intensity. It was just bringing up back to a particular level so that I am able to train properly. So the first 6 to 8 weeks went for that in the general preparation phase, where I have to build my strength levels, where we had to build my endurance and capacity so that it comes to a level where I can further push and train so that my level goes from that 826 mark to another level. And the training progress was really good, and I could progress really well step by step. And in the March first week, and when I had the jumps competition, I was really happy with the results, because all the work I have put in have come into good effect. I was able to get a good mark there starting, and the season is going pretty consistent now because of all the good work I've put in the past season. The main changes we made towards in my training was the kind of lifting pattern, which obviously I had to change because my body was really very in a bad condition, as well as there were certain tweaks which had to be made in my running technique as well. The running mechanism has to be properly monitored, as well as the jumping technique, because after a particular injury or a particular health issue you have, it's not just your technique, but everything literally comes down. So we have to build that in a slow and steady pace. We shouldn't rush in that particular phase, because if we rush once after our body is completely down and we rush towards a higher level performance, there are chances of injury. So we have to take that aspect into consideration as well. So we have to slowly build from that level, and it took like almost 8 months to get me back on track, and I'm sure that I'm able to maintain that consistently now.
Thank you, Shrey. Though I don't see any more questions or in the chat or any hand raised. I request. Sorry. Yes. Just that we have a limited time on this. So if we disconnect, just just reconnect to the same link, and we'll be able to continue this. Just wanted to let you guys know.
But since there are no hands, Sayantan, keep your questions short.
I think.
And Sreeshankar, if you can keep the answer short, we've got about 2.5 minutes left.
Sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Sri? I just want to ask
a quick question.
I just want to ask a quick question to you. How are you looking forward to competing with your close competitor, Mohammad Anis Yahya, who is consistently jumping 8 meters?
Yeah, I'm eagerly looking forward to compete with him and Jasmine as well at the World Championship. Hopefully, with God's grace, if everything goes well, three of us will be in the finals at the World Championship. That's our ultimate aim. And then at the finals, July 16th, we all will be fighting for the medals. I'm pretty much sure that this time I'll be able to put up a good performance there, because when I think of World Championship finals now, I don't feel that pressure now, because I'm used to all the guys except for Simon Hammer, who leads the season with 8:45. I've competed with almost every one of them. So I'm pretty much ready for the World Championship. And in this moment, I would like to thank Tops and Sai for all the kind of support and international exposure, and they helped me with all the international exposure, the support, and all the support at Greece. And that I would really like to mention that the Greece trip this season, where I had 2 competition as well as a 10-day training stint at the Olympic Stadium with Tentoglu and his coach, it was really worth it. And that is going to be more pivotal for me in the coming years as well, because the more I have the training camps with such high quality athletes, the more opportunities I get. Even Tentoglu's coach has invited all the jumpers team to his training venue next year for the preparation for World Championship 2023, which is in Budapest. Budapest is just like 1.5 hours from 1.5 hour flight from Athens. And obviously the bigger aim, Paris 2024, which is just 2-hour flight from Athens. So that's where we will be looking forward to have our training camps. And the more opportunities we get, the more better we compete. Not just for myself or long jumpers, for triple jumpers as well, because triple jumpers have also been performing really great. If you see the seasons list, we have like Praveen, Abdul Chetta, Karthik and Eldo Setan, like 4 jumpers or 17 meters, and it's a wonderful achievement for Indian athletics altogether.
Thank you so much, Sri. Means a lot to us that you spared us this kind of time, and thank you to our colleagues in the media for being here today and for the questions that you asked. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you